Hey you guys, how y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. So yeah, I'm just up in some tight single track here on the big old 690. I think we're going to do a little bit of, well, not really a review, but I'm going to kind of just talk about, go over some of the things I think that are really good about the bike and stuff like that. So yeah, stick around, should be interesting. Do a little single tracking too. So yeah, like I was saying, let's give this little hill a go here. No shortage of power with the good old 690. It's actually a decent single tracking bike for a 300 pound or 300 plus pound bike, I suppose. So yeah, like I was saying a minute ago, let's go find a nice spot and we'll just sit down for a minute and I'll just go over a few things about this bike. Some of the stuff I like about it. It's not necessarily going to be a review, but I just like to give my opinions. I've got a little over a year owning it now, so yeah. The 690, you guys, is actually a very capable bike. You'll be surprised where I take this thing. Well, unless you watch some of my videos, I guess you know, but for some of the new people, there's not much I can't do with it. Yeah, what to say about the 690? Well, there's lots to say about it actually. I think the first thing I'd say about it is power. It's just really, really smooth. For a single, usually the V-twins are the ones that are super smooth, but they've got some counterbalancing going on there, I guess, and it works really well. And it's also the throttles, there's no throttle, like it's just fly-by-wire or whatever they call it, so there's no there's no throttle cables going down to a carburetor. It's just a little wire, so it makes you think it's even that much smoother. Like to turn the throttle is just, it's just like butter. There's a lot of good stuff about it and not a lot of bad that I've found. From reading on the internet, really the bad stuff is, fuel injection. You got electric fuel pumps to worry about, and those can go out. And some people talk about the gear spacing, and the gears are pretty evenly spaced. Being an enduro bike, it should be a little bit lower first gear, but it just means a little more clutch work. It doesn't bother me at all. So, and talking about the transmission, a lot of people I've read on the internet find false neutrals in between the gears, which I never have. Maybe when it was new, the tranny was a little tighter, but European bikes seem to have a little bit different tolerances in the transmissions. That goes for my 300 as well. Like shifting is pretty notchy, whereas the Japanese bikes aren't like that. They're a little smoother. So I just think they probably machine their gears maybe a little tighter tolerances or something. That's why that would be, but it's really no big deal. I don't know what else to say about it. I got the Moto's mountain version on there. That's the hybrid, not the extreme. That's just the mountain version, and they are DOT tires. Works really well. I've got the adventure spec hard parts on there. Thanks to those guys for that stuff. I got the rear rack here as well. It's wicked stuff. I think they're out of the UK somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. And of course the Wolfman bags. I'll do proper reviews on that kind of stuff. Now that I've had over a year to use it, I can give a bit of a review. I don't really like to do reviews. I like to think of it more as just giving you my opinion and what I think of the stuff. And then, there's enough reviews on the internet already. I'm just going to give you my opinion on how I use stuff, and yeah, that's about that. Still got the same Pirelli on there because I bought that thing used 2016. It only had 800 kilometers, so that's like 400 or 500 miles in the States, I think, or something like that. But anyways, 800 kilometers was nothing, so I couldn't pass it up. Still got the stock Pirelli on there, so I'll just kind of wear that one out, and then I'll be going to the Motos. Those guys help me out with a lot of tires, and they're wicked tires. I'd absolutely buy them in a heartbeat. Got the HEDDLETOWN sticker on there. You guys could probably order those. I haven't got any made, but I'll probably get some so people can order them if they want. That makes it go a lot faster. So got the Garmin Mount on there for my GPS. That's right from Garmin too. It's not a knockoff, so it sits in between. I like that. It's out of the way of getting hit by trees and stuff. What else? The titanium. I got the Akrapovic titanium. That thing is not cheap, I gotta say, but it's the only one they had in stock and I really wanted one. So it's actually from a Husqvarna 701, but it fits just fine. I just had to make a bit of a modification for the heat clamp. You know, this one lower, what do you call it, heat shield. I had to make, I don't know if you can see up in there. I had to make a bit of a little clamp there with a hose clamp around there, but other than that it works just fine. That's about it, you guys. I don't know what else to say. Drop some comments below and let me know what you think. I will, maybe I forgot about a whole bunch of stuff, but I'll do my best to get to all the comments below. So yeah, I want to say, you guys, I'm not affiliated with KTM, not anymore. I used to, in the early 2000s, I rode for KTM. I did freestyle motocross, so they sponsored me for a couple years, I think, and I rode a 250 SX, the motocross version. So, but not anymore. I'm not doing that kind of stuff anymore, so I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just think it's a pretty awesome bike, so I scooped it. So yeah, hit up the comments below, you guys. I'll do my best to get back to everything, you know, whatever I can help out with. I'm not an expert on the bike, but I've got over a year on it now, so I'll do my best to answer your questions. Definitely hit the old subscribe button and hit the old like button. And check out the description below. That's got my social media if you guys want to keep up with what I'm up to from day to day. I'm pretty good with posting on there. It's also got my Patreon if you guys want to check that out. That's just, I got a new Patreon video out now too. It should be up by the time this video is out, so cruise over to my Patreon page and have a look there and you'll kind of know what the Patreon's all about and what its purpose is. So appreciate you guys watching. I will see you on the next video. See you later.